Good news, it's a good rule actually. All the pronominal verbs go with être. Auxiliary verb will be être for all the pronominal verb. Do you guys, can somebody tell me what are the categories of pronominal verbs we study? Reflexive, then we have reciprocal. Very good. Passive. Sorry. Right. So these are the 4 categories of verbs which are pronominal in nature. All of them, without exception, use être as an auxiliary verb for passé composé. Now, why am I asking you these categories? Is because there is a slight difference. So for now, the thing is, all pronominal verbs, whether it's reflexive, whether it's reciprocal, passive or subjective, they all use être as auxiliary verb. And in most cases, they are not said in every case. In most cases, the past participle agrees with gender and number of the subject of the pronominal verb. And in which cases it does not have to agree, we'll study those. Se réveiller, to wake up. Je me suis réveillé, right? And if you are using nous, which is nous sommes, because it's reflexive, right? Why this is a repetition of nous? Rohit, what's this and what's this?
The second one is reflexive pronoun.
This is subject pronoun and this is reflexive pronoun. Sunil, walk me through se lever, which is to get up. Can you give me conjugation of passé composé? Je me suis what? Je me suis what?
Lever.
Levé, right?
Tu t'es levé.
Tu t'es levé.
Elle s'est levée.
Is it safe to say that this could be this?
Yeah.
Yeah, if the female person is using this je, it would be je me suis levé with an extra o. Yeah, then elle
s'est levée.
Let's write 2 different ones, okay? In the second one?
Elle s'est levée with the E.
Extra E.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nous sommes levés.
Nous
with the S.
Sommes. You can say it could be either with an E or without an E, S.
Yeah. Vous êtes levé.
Vous êtes levé.
Maybe with the E or maybe with the S or both.
If you're using as a second person singular with respect, yeah, in that case, you're right. vous. Thanks for pointing that out. If we are using for second person singular, okay, with respect, it could be with E or just levé, right? And as second person plural, it could be S is mandatory. E will depend on whether the group you're referring to is all female or not. Okay, moving on.
Ils se sont levés.
Ils se sont levés.
With an S.
With an S. Mm-hmm.
And elles se sont levées with ES.
Ils se sont levés with an ES. Okay. It's a little clumsy, these conjugations, but you will get used to it. Let's take some examples very quickly. Se promener, which is to walk, right? To take a walk. Se promener. Elle s'est promenée sur la plage. Okay. So that's an extra E to match with L. Okay. So elle s'est promenée sur la plage. In the negative, you have to remember that you consider the être and the reflexive pronoun together as conjugation. So you have to put your ne pas, ne guère, ne plus, ne rien, ne jamais around the reflexive pronoun plus conjugation of your être. So don't separate this so and the or whatever that reflexive pronoun is. So pay attention to this part.
Yes.
Yeah. So usually the verb, the actual verb goes with the reflexive pronoun, but because here être is the auxiliary verb and we are conjugating être, not the actual verb, it goes with the auxiliary verb. So just remember that it's fairly important because it's our habit to keep the reflexive pronoun with the verb, but here conjugation is happening for être, so it goes here. Okay, just like we saw right now that the reflexive pronoun is going with the auxiliary verb, not with the actual verb. Small details, but I know that these are the slippery slopes. I have committed mistakes in my first attempt, and every mistake matters when points are on the line. So this is something that you need to be careful about. Elle ne s'est pas promenée le long du canal. She did not take a walk along the canal. In the interrogative form, the reflexive pronoun is placed before être. The same thing that we are doing. Okay. S'est-il rendu compte de son erreur? Okay. Vous êtes-vous bien amusé à la fête? Now this is informal version of the question. Did you enjoy the film? Right?
This is the subject. Pronoun.
No, this is reflexive.
Oh, sorry, the reflexive. Yeah.
Pronoun.
This is the auxiliary.
Yeah, conjugated.
Past participle.
And this is?
Object.
This is the informal way of asking the question. How would you say now the formal way of asking the question?
You mean inversion, right?
Yeah, formal way. Right. Yeah, inversion.
So it should be...
Just to give you a hint, what you have to remember is the reflexive pronoun and auxiliary will go together. Usually हम क्या करते हैं? Subject, verb, object. That is our informal way of asking question, right? Subject, verb, object. In inversion, what we do is verb, subject
and then
object. ऐसे करते हैं हम लोग, ठीक है? Inversion में. तो यहाँ पे तुमको figure out ये करना है कि subject कौन सा है और verb कौन सा है. Past participle actually इसको तुम अलग ही रख दो. Past participle still different. The conjugated verb is only auxiliary. This will move in this direction. So it will be hyphen यहाँ आएगा. Although मतलब कौन बताएगा दोनों वो ही है, but was it वो amusé la film. So what we did, reflexive pronoun है वो.
So basically they are together, but वो hyphen subject के साथ ले लेता है.
Hyphen के बाद जो आता है ना वो subject वाला रहता है.
Yeah.
It's always subject. Effectively, reflexive pronoun is going with the auxiliary conjugated verb. And participle थोड़ा सा अलग पड़ गया. वो it is not considered as part of actual conjugated verb. Let's take an informal version. Q, right? Did you enjoy the movie? इसका capital आ जाएगा ना. We are starting now. Okay.
Did you amusé?
Yeah, amusé.
Love it.
Right. If you're asking this to a girl, then you will add an extra E for the participle to match the gender and number of the subject.
Yeah.
Kavija, you want to say, did he like the film?
Settle, aimer le film.
Right? Cool.